Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Innovation Podcast, your source for all things innovation. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Abhi Mukherjee on the line, and he's Chief Experience Officer over at Nirveda Cognition. Abhi, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much, Adam, for having me over. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing fantastic, and I'm excited to get into this new product that Nirveda Cognition just launched called ALFA. But before we get into that, I do want to go a little bit further into the company itself. So tell us a little bit more about Nirveda Cognition, please.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Nirveda Cognition is an enterprise document intelligence company based out of here in Los Angeles, Southern California, that makes the power of artificial intelligence accessible to the enterprises by taking a transformative approach to the adoption of really the next generation of technologies like cognitive machine learning and natural language processing and yada, yada. But that's not important. It's important because it accelerates your readiness for enterprise AI adoption journey. So at Nirveda, we focus on different capabilities and features that helps with all the tools and techniques and all the empowerment that an enterprise would need to make smarter, faster, and more informed decisions.
Can you give us some examples of what these, and you don't have to give any specific companies or anything like that, but I just mean an example of how enterprises can benefit from these, because sometimes people are listening, and there's a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, executives listening, and they're like, I know I'm supposed to be looking into this, but haven't gotten around to it, and maybe they haven't quite made that connection about what the possibility of this is. Can you give us a little bit more context?
That's a wonderful question. Now, let me give you a scenario. A company might have tons and tons of invoices, purchase orders coming their way, and they have to deploy some of their smartest brains doing what? Read through these invoices, then manually hand type all the information key into their system. Now, imagine a scenario if we are able to leverage the power of artificial intelligence that automates this. How? By reading through these invoices, different documents that you have, and extract the information which is important for your business processes and automatically feed it into your system of record, and thereby freeing up us so that we can do higher value tasks. So at Nirveda, we want to take the robot out of the human. That's our goal. That's our intention. Did that make sense?
Oh, it makes total sense. So let's, I want to switch it up a bit. I want to get into this new product, ALFA. I think it's going to be a big deal for a lot of small business owners listening. So where do you want to start with this and extending that?
Oh, I'm so excited to share this with you, Adam. And now that the Paycheck Protection Program is inching towards the loan forgiveness phase, small businesses are scrambling to make sense of this evolving guidelines and complicated calculations. So currently the best tools in the market, if you see, coming to their aid are more complex forms, wizards, checklists, DIY calculators, and worksheets. In other words, overwhelming and overburdening these borrowers with onerous and extensive manual data entry. So given these unprecedented problems, we at Nirveda Cognition have conceptualized an equally unprecedented solution, ALFA. It's a low-touch AI product powered by our document-to-dashboard platform to accelerate, streamline, and guess what? Maximize the PPP loan forgiveness amount for the small businesses. Now, at Nirveda, we are staunch believers that technologies like artificial intelligence should benefit everyone and not a privileged few. So at Nirveda Cognition, since we want to do our part as well for the community, we have decided to offer ALFA's borrower module as a free resource. I'll repeat that, as a free resource to the small business borrowers at this time of need when we are going through this economic recovery process.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. And what I like about this also, obviously, number one, you're going to help a lot of small business owners, but number two, it gives them access to technology that a lot of times, only the enterprises have. I mean, I see things in AI are getting better, and machine learning. I mean, everything's getting, and we know how it works, right? So first, it has to start at the enterprise level, because that's how number one, companies make money to scale, and they're the ones that can foot the burden, so to speak, of the R&D it takes to deploy these types of technologies. But over time, then it gets better, it gets better, and that small business owners like myself get to take advantage of it and get to use it. So I'm a fan of the process. It's worked well in many technologies, and I see it currently with products like ALFA. The speed of change there it's just proof positive that that small businesses will continue to benefit.
I completely agree with you, and I'm glad that you did bring up that concept of you being a small business and benefiting from all the technologies. Nirveda Cognition is as well a small business. So if we don't look out for each other, who is going to do that? So that's why we believe that an informed, a prepared small business borrower is going to be the key in this loan forgiveness value chain. Not only just for ourselves, but also for the lender, and hence help the economy as a whole.
Fantastic. So, Abhi, that being said, if somebody's listening to this and they want to learn more, so two-part question, and they want to learn more about Nirveda Cognition, let's leave ALFA off the table for the moment. We know that's for small businesses, but for the other offerings, what are typically the right types of clients or industries that are typically a good fit to work with Nirveda Cognition?
Well, I would say anyone who is struggling with lots and lots of documents that require some level of audit and compliance, who would need to be able to extract the information, the valuable information hidden in these documents, which they are deploying in turn the human workforce to do these robotic mundane tasks. They should definitely reach out to Nirveda Cognition. We want to make AI within reach for everyone and not just a privileged few. So those are the enterprises. The industry segment doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're working in healthcare or retail or banking or financial services, and the list goes on. It's just that those functions within your organization, wherein you can achieve back office automation, you can achieve operational efficiencies, those would be the right candidate to have a conversation and help us show you how we can help you improve your efficiency, how we can improve your overall throughput, and ensure that you are compliant with the regulatory needs, and definitely improve the customer experience using the power of AI.
Fantastic. So, Abhi, that being said, if somebody wants to learn more about Nirveda Cognition or about ALFA, I mean, what's the best way for them to reach out?
There are a few channels. First thing first, I would definitely request all who are interested to visit our website, which is www.nirvedacognition.ai. That is Nirvedacognition.ai. And you will be able to get a lot of details. You can submit a form with your request, and we will be in touch with you in less than 24 hours, and then see how we can make this art of possible being possible for you.
Fantastic. Well, Abhi, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about all the great stuff that you're doing with your new ALFA product, and of course that you're doing overall at Nirveda Cognition. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Innovation, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave some comments in the video. Love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And Abhi, thanks again for coming on the show.